Quan Mortal Kombat 1, requested by Emmanuel on Patreon. Landscape page, use a pencil, use an eraser, hit pause, go to fast. Semi sort of realistic portrait of a bald guy with face paint. So, center point here, come up over to the right, start with his eyes. Standard sort of human eye shape. Curve it up, over the top, down, like so. We've got like a tear duct here. Then this comes around to there. Some people like to leave a gap in the middle here, or you can join us, it's up to you. Iris and pupil, circle, coming down, and then the pupil somewhere in the middle. And maybe that tear duct sort of line in there. He's got like a heavy frown, I think. So we'll give him an eyelid first. Around the eye. And then maybe some wrinkles just around the bottom. And then, so he's got like this heavy sort of frowning situation, I think. Right, so this just goes around the back here, I think. And I don't think he has eyebrows. I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like he does. And so he's got like a frowning area. And then like the side of his skull just there. And maybe like some wrinkles. Is he an old guy? Not sure. Maybe like some bags just underneath his eye and stuff. Okay. Same thing on the other side, right? So you measure his eye, you go across that distance, and then you start the next one. So roughly, you can fit an eye in between his tear ducts, right? So there's like, it doesn't have to be exact or anything, but this width fits in there, generally. And then you go up, over the top again, down the back. And then bottom eyelid into there. Tear duct. Over that way. And then we'll go with the tear duct there and the iris and the pupil again. So we'll go, it's pretty close. I think it's wrong. It's weird in the picture. So I'm gonna go here. It's further over, but I think it'll just make him look sort of cross-eyed. And then roughly and eyelid. And then some sort of wrinkles and bags underneath his eye. I'm going to do that frown as well, actually. Big, heavy, frowning shape. And then his nose just sort of comes down here somewhere. And the side of his head. So he is like a skinny guy. Like he looks like he needs to have a meal. No offense, Quan. Right, so let's see, bridge of his nose. Okay, so like bridge of the nose. I have some male noses anyway. Bridge of the nose curves that way, and then like the tip of the nose is around there. And then like you may have like a little suggestion of the other side, but you don't really have to draw too much of that. And then like tip of his nose is kind of pointy, just around here. And then comes around for the nostrils on the side. You might have like a bit of hatching on the top there. So he's not a happy camper. So he's got like, he's gritting his teeth, right? So we go across here, sort of down. Looks real sad. But we'll open up the mouth. We'll just do like a bit of a shadow in the corner. And then like for teeth, you can just do this kind of thing. You don't actually have to draw in each tooth unless you want to. And then his top lip. Seems to come down just to the corner there. And then the bottom lip. And then a bit of a like shadow under here. And then his chin. And he's got this sort of gaunt sort of face structure, right? So it comes down. His cheeks are sort of hanging, kind of like a skeleton. He's a bit of a cleft sort of lip thing there. So his jaw will go that way. Jaw on the other side that way. And he's got these like pronounced cheekbones, like real skinny sort of face, right? Like so. So these he's bald, right? So these cheekbones join sort of the side of his head then. His ear kind of comes out like the side. So your ear sort of in line with his eyes there. And it comes down just to the tip of the nose level. Same on the other side. He's got like another sort of line here for his head, I think. Right, ear lines just inside. Easiest way, letter J. And then if you want, you can complicate that up. You can add more. So we just got to do his round head. Now, bald heads can be hard, right? Like in general, because they've no hair, right? So eyes to the chin, say, is about the same as eyes to the top of the head. So you want your eyes to be the mid sort of point between top of the head and the chin. Whatever this is, you can go up like that distance again, roughly. Like it doesn't have to be exact. So we'll aim for like that. Okay. So, but normally in a human, eyes are halfway down. So we go. I'm assuming he's human. I haven't played this game, so no idea. He's probably some sort of god alien. Okay, round bald head, Professor Xavier. And then, so he's got like some sort of, just some wrinkles coming across his head then. Oh yeah, and he has face paint on, right? So it kind of like just follows around like his eye sockets here. So I'll just draw it in sort of lightly. Comes up around his head, right? This is like all black in here. You don't have to draw this in. You could just do it with color if you wanted. We will, just so we know where it, like we have to color in. Okay, there. And his lips are black as well, I think. Then he has this alpha omega sort of looking shape with an upside down cross, right? So upside down Christian cross. Which is an interesting symbol. So, and then there's like the legs or something out this side. And this is all red. And it kind of like goes around. Some circles. I think there's another red line up there, but you can barely make it out. Okay. I think that's the best I can do for his head. Right, so his neck, down this way. He's got like quite a bit of armor on, so it's up to you how much detail you want to do with that. So like neck muscles there. And then like multiple collars. So like collars that overlap other collars, I think. Right, so that's collar number one. Collar number one of 50. Go. That way. Another one here. And then down this way. Kind of like shoulder bumps that one. He's got these big spikes on his back as well. You got to give a little bit of detail to these, but I won't do crazy amounts. If you're a stickler for detail in clothing, feel free to do that. He's got these big spikes that come out this way. And I think there's more shoulder armor or something here. Down off my page. Something blue here, like a wedding. Okay. And then there's like a button here, I think, with more crossover stuff. Right, and then these big spikes that go behind, so they're like blades, right? So we'll go first one. And I think same here. There's like a bit of a buckle or something holding it on. Okay, these go all the way behind his ear. They'll spike out there and then back down. And of course there's all detailed edge lines and stuff on that as well, but we'll just do this first. Yeah, and go this way. Okay, so it kind of looks like earrings, whatever way they're going into his ears, but they're not. They're blades. Shoulders come off that way. It's kind of like more armor and stuff. All here. And some red paint or something there. So a male shoulders is 3 heads. So like the width of his shoulder, about the width of his head. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just in case you're wondering. Right, then we'll add like some details, some edges to all these sword things. So you're just like following around the edge. Just a little trick to make things look, especially metallic things. A little trick to make them look a bit 3-dimensional. See, adding these lines along the edge. Something I picked up on my travels. Excuse me. I try to edit out my coughs, but I'm sure I'm not successful all the time. I mean, just like all these little edges, just add a little extra dimension to any object that you want to make a little bit raised up around the edge, basically. Works for everything, nearly. Go. And maybe some textures on like the leather parts. And I think I'll leave it there. Quan from Mortal Kombat 1. Thanks for the request. Emmanuel on Patreon. Long-time supporter. See you in the next one. Bye.